There are two news stories for you. Firstly, in Bern, Switzerland, there was a major demonstration by Eritreans yesterday. I told you about that 2 days ago. It was being organized and it was an impressive show. But Swiss government is due to send its liaison officer to Eritrea. Why? What is the reason? Eritrean government has not been cooperating with Swiss government regarding the asylum seekers whose cases have been rejected. What is Swiss government planning, and why was yesterday's protest taken out? What was the demand? Is the demand linked to likely deportation of Eritreans? Secondly, Fano viewers, it seems that now Fano is government in some areas. Prices are being set by Fano groups. We have received some pictures showing that now Fano groups are determining the prices. They're setting the prices of commodities in some areas of the Amhara region. Let's start with Eritrea. Firstly, know that Eritrean opposition, Brigade Nehamedo, and other groups, and pro-Eritrean government diaspora community members have been confronting each other for more than a year. It led to violent incidents which happened in Europe, Israel, Canada, America. Eritrean community is under pressure. It is becoming difficult for Eritrean asylum seekers to have their asylum cases approved now. The opposition groups are complaining about transnational repression by Eritrean government. They say that Eritrean government harasses those Eritreans who flee the country. Though they are in Europe, they're outside Eritrea, but even in these countries, those Eritreans are harassed, blackmailed, sometimes attacked. Enforced disappearances also happen. Abdissalam Babikar, UN Special Rapporteur on Eritrea, this week submitted a report on human rights situation in Eritrea, and he also said that Eritrean government was behind transnational repression on Eritreans, Eritrean opposition groups in diaspora. So the protest yesterday held in Bern, Switzerland, was taken out by opposition groups. Brigade Nehamedo and other opposition groups were main participants. Hundreds were there, if not thousands. It was an impressive show. Two main demands. Firstly, these opposition group Eritreans say that they are the victims of repression by Eritrean government, though they're in Europe, but they're not safe. Even here, Eritrean government is harassing them, blackmailing them, even killing them through their agents. Secondly, important thing is that the Eritreans are likely to be repatriated, the asylum cases have been rejected in Switzerland. They're likely to be deported. Around 70 asylum cases by Eritreans have been rejected by Swiss authorities so far. And most of them are from opposition. They fled Eritrea. When they come to Europe, they always build a case that they were their rights were being denied in Eritrea, that they were forced to go to military, they were forced to perform, forced to work in national service, etc. So basically, you can say all of them, or majority of them, is from the opposition group. A few months ago, Swiss Parliament approved a motion that these people whose cases, asylum cases, have been rejected, they should be deported to a third country. Like UK is deporting immigrants, illegal migrants to Rwanda. A similar deal was proposed by some lawmakers with Rwanda or some other African country. But reportedly now, Swiss government has decided to send a special message, a special messenger, liaison officer to Eritrea. Eritrea has been refusing to take back these Eritreans. Just like Ethiopia as well, these countries don't take back their citizens from Europe. And that is why I think a few weeks ago we saw new visa restrictions, travel restrictions were imposed on Ethiopians. Ethiopians who seek to obtain visa from EU countries now will face more challenges because of these new restrictions. Why? Because EU accused Ethiopian government of not cooperating with EU regarding repatriation of Ethiopian citizens from Europe. Eritrea has one position for years. It does not take back its citizens. It says the citizens who flee the country, they are not Eritreans. We have nothing to do with them. That's what it says. Now, Swiss government is trying to strike a deal with Eritrean government. I don't know about the main points of this deal, but a special liaison officer is going to be sent to Eritrea. The liaison officer will be based in Nairobi, Kenya, and from there he'll frequently visit Eritrea. So let's see, will there be any agreement between Eritrean government and the Swiss government? That we'll see in coming days. The protesters yesterday, obviously, they oppose such an agreement. They say people fled Eritrea because their rights are being denied in Eritrea. And now the Swiss government wants to deport these Eritreans back to Eritrea. These Eritreans could be in danger back in Eritrea. Let's see what happens. I think the opposition and pro-government community, at least on this one point, they can struggle jointly. They should work jointly to put pressure upon the Swiss government, European government. The people should not be deported to their countries, at least not to Eritrea. They flood Eritrea. If they are deported back to Eritrea, there could be problems for them there. Let's see. Secondly, viewers, Fano groups are becoming so strong in some areas that they're establishing governments. They're setting prices of commodities. They are issuing price lists. If anyone is found violating the price list, action will be taken. It has been announced by Fano groups. It was announced in Gojam, Motta. Motta is in Gojam, where a price list has been published by Fano fighters, Fano commanders of the local area, and they say that this price list will be implemented. If any traders, businessmen are found committing violations, overcharging, they'll pay the price. Fano will ensure that price list is implemented. Where is Arega Cup with the government? These groups are becoming so strong now that they are state within state. They're in a position to set prices. Government says 90% of Amhara region is under government control. Fano says 80%, 80 to 90% of Amhara region is under Fano control. Who is lying? Who is speaking the truth? No one knows. Both are exaggerating, definitely. But Fano groups are they're forced to be reckoned with in the Amhara region, definitely. That is why they're in a position to set prices and implement the price list, it seems. Thank you for watching.